Gamers! Everybody says you shouldn't waste your time. Don't play video games, don't mindlessly watch YouTube for hours, or don't watch Netflix, blah blah blah. And I don't completely agree with this. All those activities can be done actively. And even though if it's done passively, it is still a time that is not wasted. No time will ever be wasted. Now let me explain why I think like this. When I was in middle school, I played games with my friends every night, specifically League of Legends. My daily life was basically wake up, go to school, come back from school, play League, go to bed. What a Sigma life, right? And this habit continued until the last year of high school. I played League, in my estimations, over 3,000 hours. 3,000 hours is something more than like 60 days of my life. 2 months of my life went into League, and that's at least. But throughout my life, basically, I played a lot of League of Legends. And I don't regret that time wasted in League of Legends. Now, sure, of course, maybe if I was reading books, I could have become a huge genius. Or if I was learning about a topic, for example, I don't know, coding, I would be a fucking genius in that. Or maybe if I was like continuing doing magic, if you didn't know, I used to do magic, look. But yeah, if I continued doing magic instead of playing League, I would become the Chris Angel of now, basically. But yeah, life doesn't work like that. And after that many League of Legends hours, I realized League of Legends taught me something incredibly important, which is owning your mistakes. Because in League of Legends, if you're trying to climb the ladder, just blaming others and finding excuses will not allow you to climb the ladder. In order to climb the ladder, you need to get better. And in order to get better, you need to find your own mistake, focus on your mistakes, and fix them. So League of Legends taught me a really important lesson about life, that you should always own your mistakes. If something bad happened, own it. Even though there was almost nothing that you could have done, almost nothing that you could have seen, at least realize that if you made something slightly different, the stuff would be completely, like the outcomes would be completely different. So realize it and own your mistakes. And this lesson is also a lesson from a book called Extreme Ownership: How US Navy SEALs Lead and Win. And this book is good, actually. If you want to read, go ahead, read. But yeah, while I was reading that book, I realized, oh my god, I know all this. This is all League of Legends. And not only that, this lesson itself, I guess, is not worth 3,000 hours, but at least I would say it's at least worth 500 hours maybe. But not only that, League of Legends also made some of my best friends that I still talk today. And let's see how League of Legends changed one of their lives.
Hello.
How many hours do you have in League?
I think I have around probably between 3,500 to 4,500, honestly.
Okay, Merit, so after 3,000 to 4,000 hours, what did League teach you? Did you get any valuable lessons from League?
It taught me a couple of things. I think the most important lesson was to learn from your own mistakes, because you can't control your own teammates. So you have to become better yourself without blaming others.
Thank you. By the way, this is the second time shooting because I'm dumb. So thank you for that, Meric. And let's act like this is the first time that we are shooting this. Oh, really? I had the same thing, man.
Wow, that's crazy, man. No way. Wow, incredible, man.
Yeah, because in order to get better at League, you need to focus on your mistakes. I mean, it's fun to cry about your teammates, but if you want to get better, you need to focus on yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. But in the end of the day, if you want to climb, you have to improve yourself.
Yeah. And what was your rank again?
I was highest. Yeah, highest I've been was Diamond 2. Right now, both my accounts are, I think, Plat.
You also mentioned another lesson you learned from League in the first take. So what is the other lesson?
Yeah, patience would probably be another one, because you need to be patient and learn from your mistakes while you climb. So it doesn't take one match. You have to play a lot of matches. You got to be patient in the matches and outside of the matches to learn. So I think that matters a lot.
Yeah, true. Patience also is important. But I'm actually curious. When did you come up with these lessons actually? Like, did you just pull it out of your ass right now?
I mean, I think about it, like, when you think about it, you need to be patient to be able to climb. It takes a long time. And it's, like, very small. Because when you win, you gain a lot, but when you lose a lot, if that makes sense. So it takes a lot of patience and waiting.
Another interesting question I had was, do you think we would be as close friends as right now if we didn't play League together?
I mean, I think it definitely helped us, like, continue our friendship even when there's distance. I think it lets people from across the world, like, have something in common and do something in common.
Yeah, but now we don't play that often.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's because we're older. When we're, like, 15, 16. I think that's what, like, mattered the most.
Is there any other game that, like the League, teach you something valuable or like was simply really enjoyable?
Any game like that? Honestly, I can't really think of many other games like League that taught me a lot. I think League is also, like, made to be very frustrating. No, like, I genuinely think that's the design of it and, like, appeal of it. So I think that's one of the reasons why you can learn a lot from it as well.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like the stupid climbing games, like getting over it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In terms of video games, I think Red Dead and GTA was really good. I don't know if there's any value there, but the story was just too good, you know?
I mean,
There
yeah,
was a
fun
book.
and, like, learning. Yeah, I guess education. You learn stuff about storytelling.
Yeah, exactly. Like that story gives you some understanding in storytelling, and also like all the shows in Netflix and all, they also kind of give insight to storytelling too, I believe.
And I think you also have to have fun. So those help with having fun.
No, fun is not allowed, man.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
So, do you think time waste is something possible? Like, can you waste your time? How do you waste your time?
Okay. I mean, not doing the things that are like your focus and you have to do immediately would be a waste of time. But I don't think if you have free time and you play video game stuff, I don't think that's a waste of time.
But like theoretically speaking, instead of doing that in that time, you could have, I don't know, like invested into Bitcoin.
Yeah, but nobody likes crypto. No normal person likes crypto.
I disagree.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
So I guess you're saying like unless you're procrastinating something important or like you're procrastinating, there's not really a time waste. You can't waste your time.
Yeah, because if you enjoy the thing you're doing, and you get some positive things out of it, I don't really think I really don't think it's like that big of a deal if you don't always be productive.
So Meriç, I have another question. So what other hobby we could have had when we were young that would teach us these valuable lessons and also would help us get some girls, you know?
Huh. Not for the second part, but learning and values.
I think we could have seen it inevitably, maybe.
What do you mean?
Like generally, if you want to get better at something, you kind of need to focus on yourself, focus on your mistakes, right? In games, it's a lot easier, I feel like, because in games there's a immediate feedback. And in life, most of the time, there's not really an immediate feedback, maybe.
Interesting. I'm not sure. I think a lot of things could have taught the lessons you learn in League. Because I think in most things, as you improve, you have to realize you yourself have to be the one to like put in the work to improve on things, if that makes sense.
But then isn't League just a waste of time?
Not really, because you're having fun. You're like spending time with friends you normally would not have. And maybe it's a better way to, like, everyone learns differently. League might be a better way to learn those lessons for us, maybe.
Yeah. Anything you want to add about time wasting and bullshit?
I don't think so. But thank you for having me on, Ame. This is the greatest opportunity of my life.
So what I'm trying to say is you can't waste your time. Wasting your time is literally impossible. Maybe you're doing something that you care less about. Maybe there's something that you would prefer to do instead of doing whatever you're doing, like playing League of Legends, or that would benefit you more. But that time is still not wasted. There is some value there. Let's say you're watching Netflix all day, all night long. That's basically listening to stories, watching the stories. I would assume you at least get a little bit better at storytelling by just consuming some stories, right? Doesn't it work like that? Now, I'm not trying to say go watch Netflix or play League of Legends all your life. Of course not. But you don't need to feel a pressure about wasting your time. We waste our lives. Well, I mean, what is life? What is time? I mean, all time is wasted if you think about it. Who gives a shit, right? So, of course, try to improve. Try to do the things that is good for you. But when you're doing something, don't always consider it wasted. I think what's the biggest problem is when you're doing something and you are regretting right there at the moment. Like while you're doing it, you're like, oh man, instead of doing this, I should have done this. Or like right after you do it, oh man, instead of doing this, I should have done this. That's the problem. So either remove that, and it's hard to remove, or don't do it. So I think the biggest problem is in our heads. Wasting time concept is the problem. If you realize that there is no time wasted, you will not feel the pressure when you are doing that activity, and that would benefit you a lot more. You would be in that activity actively, which will make you better in some sense. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes in the waste of time, we might learn something that we don't know, or we might get a different perspective on something that we already know. So next time you're wasting your time, or at least you think you're wasting your time, just don't. It's that easy. But of course, all of us, at least I am, still regretting some of the stuff that I do. For example, this morning I wasted 15 minutes in Instagram in the toilet. And I regret that time. Now, I shouldn't regret that time, because maybe that actually added me some value. But nevertheless, it's just my stupid brain says like,
bad, really bad, that's bad, that's bad.
So don't too much pressure on yourself. Don't waste your time, don't waste your life, whatever that means. But try to understand that some of the waste of times are not waste of times. And if you're actually enjoying that something, then it's not a waste of time. Just try to change your perspectives on the things that you do and you like, okay? Some people might say it's a waste of time. Maybe they are right. But at least for you, it's not a waste of time. And after all, everyone is different. Everyone is in his own world, living his own life. So don't care too much. I don't know. Gaming out.